In this video, I'm going to tell you a little story about how I almost got in a fight the other night and how it had a bit of a surprise ending and how that relates to being a nice guy. I'm John from Bulldog Mindset.com, and on this channel, I teach you what you need to know to be a man in the modern society today that hates men. If you want to become a bulldog, click that subscribe button right now. Mash that subscribe button, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos that come out on this channel, because we can't rely on the subscribe button anymore. I get a lot of questions from a lot of my coaching clients, a lot of the guys that I coach, that I do personal one-on-one coaching for. One of the biggest problems that they have is that they're a nice guy. So I want to know, okay, honestly, do you consider yourself to be a nice guy? There'll be a poll up here. Go ahead and click the card, and I want you to vote yes or no. I want you to be honest about this, okay? And I want you to tell me, do you consider yourself to be a nice guy? You know, if you answer yes to this, then put it in the comments. So let's hear about that. You're a tactful person. You're diplomatic. I did a video talking about diplomacy. I'm a diplomatic person. Okay, I'm a really genuine. I'm a really kind person. Like, I will take care of you. Okay, I'm loyal to a large degree. Okay, I will give you respect if you've earned that respect. Okay, definitely friendly. Okay, to strangers I will be welcoming. And you've got those traits. Okay, and you know how to resolve conflicts, and you care about the other person. You hear things out. You're rational. You're reasonable, okay? Maybe you're even stoic to the degree that you do not let your feelings affect your behavior and your actions, okay? So maybe you have all of those traits, but here's what's happening to you. You're getting picked on, okay? You're getting bullied. People are taking advantage of you. Women are treating you like shit, okay? They're abusing you. People are being unloyal to you. Okay, they're laughing at you behind your back. All of these type of symptoms, right? These are very typical nice guy symptoms. You're getting friend zoned, okay? You go up, you talk to a girl, you have a nice conversation, she blows you off, okay? She's cheating on you. All of these things are nice guy type of syndrome. Now, why is this happening? Well, first let me tell you a little story, okay? Because I want to illustrate a really important point here, which is that in order to have power, okay, in order to be able to utilize the diplomatic qualities that you have, in order to be kind, in order to actually be nice, you have to be capable of violence. So I was in a bar the other night with some friends. We were discussing some business deals, some entrepreneur friends that I have there. Okay, one of the guys was out there and he was, talking to some girls and stuff, and I was out there with him, and he's talking to some girl, and I'm standing next to her friend or something, and her boyfriend, I guess, walks up, or I think it was her boyfriend, right? Okay, and he sees my friend, he sees me, and he looks at us, okay, and he looks at me, and specifically, and he just starts talking shit to me. He just starts to try and start a fight with me. He didn't push me. He wasn't quite that brave, but he's a drunk Irish guy, okay? So he was like pretty damn bold, okay? And he's just like getting up in my face, and he's ready to box, okay? And he's kind of been, I was watching him, I'm always kind of watching people out of my peripheral vision, and I saw him kind of messing with some other people. He was looking for a fight. He comes up to me, and what I do is I get up right in his face. I get up 2 inches from his face, so we're just like this, okay? And I look at him, right? And I've got my fist right there. It looks like I'm just about to hit him. And you know what I do? I go in and I hug him. And I just give him a big old hug, right? And then I come out of the hug and I grab his hand and I shake his hand, and he's laughing. He's laughing, I'm laughing, we're both laughing, we're just having a hilarious time. Everyone's kind of standing around. They expected I was just about to kick this guy's ass, because he was a lot smaller than me as well. It was clearly going to be not in his favor, okay, if he got in a fight with me. But, he's a drunk Irish guy. Everyone's shocked. They're like, oh, I can't believe you hugged him, right? Like, and we're all, both me and him are laughing, okay? And then we spend the next 30 minutes talking about real estate and business and entrepreneurship and how he wants to start his own business and stuff. And he tells me, like, about 1 minute into the conversation, he's like, man, I really didn't want to fight you. Like, are you military? You do MMA or something like that? But I really didn't want to fight you, but I wasn't about to back down. If you know me, right? I don't really like to fight. I've been in plenty of fights in my life, and I would rather resolve things and, you know, and not use violence if I don't have to, okay? Especially when someone's smaller than me. You know, if someone's about my size, I feel like it's a little bit, it's a little better, but I just don't want to pound someone into the ground. It's just, it's not fun. You don't look good when you do that. It's just a waste of the night, and it just creates problems, okay? So I don't really want to do that, okay? I'd rather go out and have friends, and I'd rather be social, and I'd rather just, you know, I don't need to make enemies, okay? I'm a very diplomatic person. But here's the thing. Imagine in this story, imagine if this guy, okay, same exact scenario, right? Let's say that he walks up to me, okay? And let's say that he's starting shit with me, okay? And instead of me coming 2 inches from his face and getting in his face like I'm about to, you know, instead of me like going at him, right, and putting a little bit of fear in him, instead of doing that, let's say that I just immediately went to shake his hand and I said, oh, hey man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, you know, I started apologizing to him. Or let's say that I went in for the hug. I was like, hey brother, haha, how's it going? And I just tried to give him a hug. Do you know what would happen? Like, I want you to pause this video, okay, because I want you to see what you're doing and why this isn't working. Put a comment down below, okay, before you continue, and tell me, what do you think what would have happened, okay, if I would have done that? If I would have basically backed off, apologized to him, or just tried to give him a hug, or tried to disarm the situation. He probably would have fought you. He probably would have sucker punched you. He would have done something. You would have gotten into a fight, okay? He wasn't just going to let that go. Now, why? I want you to think about why this is. Okay, and this comes down to a lot of what I talk. Like, if you guys can grasp this concept, then you can be part of my army. Okay, right? I did another video. I was telling you I'm building an army. I'm making an army. By the way, click subscribe, become a Bulldog, join the army if you're up for the call. But what I'm building an army of, okay, is real men. Okay, real men, quality men, not assholes, not fucking thugs. Okay, not people that pretend to be alpha and just fucking are perpetrators, okay? Not perpetrators of violence, but good men who are able to stand their ground, who are strong, not afraid to be men, to take care of business when it's needed, but are kind and compassionate as well, that are loyal, that will take care of someone that you can trust, the good guys, the guys that you can count on when the shit hits the fan, okay? That's the men that I'm building. That's the army that I'm building. Strong, courageous, stoic, okay? But they're not nice guys. They're not pushovers. You can't fucking push them over. It's great that many of you, like, a lot of the qualities that you have, okay, that make you, quote, a nice guy, those qualities are good. But here's the thing. You want to play the game at this level. You want to play at this high level, okay? You want to be shaking hands and giving people hugs and not having violence and resolving conflicts and treating people right and being loyal, okay? Explaining yourself and giving people the benefit of the doubt, doing all of these things. You want to buy a girl flowers and give her gifts and shower her with affection. You want to do all of this stuff, okay? That at the surface level seems good. But the problem is this, is that it's cheap, okay? People need to know that you're capable of violence. People need to know that you can play at this level. Because here's the thing. If you constantly play at this level, the higher moral ground, okay? If you take the high road, guess what's going to happen? People are going to fucking sucker punch you in the nuts over and over again because you have no defense, okay? Because they know it's like a game, all right? And if you're playing the game with the same strategy of just doing the right thing all the time, and you're not ever willing to cross the line and to do the wrong thing, if you're not willing to go 48 laws of power, Robert Greene on their ass, okay, then they're going to use you, they're going to manipulate you, they're going to bully you because they know that you're up here, okay? You're a coward. You're afraid of them. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to stand up for yourself. This is why you get bullied. This is why you're a nice guy. This is why women walk all over you and treat you the way that you do, and why other men don't take you seriously, okay? This is the thing that gets you beat up, that gets you in fights. People need to know that you could do something really dark. They need to know that you are capable of violence. They need to know that you will not back down. Then you have this other road that opens up, right? You have to be capable of it, guys. You have to be a fucking lion. I want to teach you how to be the lion, okay? And this applies to many, many areas of your life. This is how you get out of that nice guy zone, okay? A lot of you think you're in the friend zone. What you're really in is the nice guy zone because you're just too damn nice, okay? You can have all of these qualities, all of these attributes. You don't have to be an asshole. This is where that balance is, because a lot of you have asked me from many times in videos where I've talked about not being a nice guy, and you've said, well, do I just have to be an asshole then? Is that it? I can't do that. That's not me. I'm not an asshole. And you haven't been able to understand how you could be that edgy kind of guy that I talked about, okay, that is attractive to women, that is able to stand up for themselves, that people would consider an alpha male, okay, and not be an asshole. And this is how, guys, this is how you do it. Is you have the capability. In that story, in that scenario, okay, probably I could have just kicked that guy's ass, okay? I could have just gone up to him. I could have even like suckered him to throwing the first punch on me and then took him out, okay? Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just getting in a fight with him, all right? And maybe he wins. I don't know. It could happen, all right? But I could have done that. But I didn't, okay? Why? Because I don't need to. I don't need to prove anything, okay? And I don't really want to just hurt someone. I don't need to do that, okay? Now, I'm capable of it. And it was very clear when I got in the guy's face that I wasn't afraid and I was quite capable of doing what I need to do. But why not take a shot at disarming the situation? Why not give him a chance to save some face and give him a hug, okay? Or do something. Someone said I should have kissed him. I agree. Maybe I should have given him a hug and kissed him on the cheek, okay? Maybe, all right? But my point is this, is that that's the balance, guys. I'm illustrating you a point. This is how I balance this in my life, is that I can be a good person, okay? A genuinely good person, right? But I can also be assertive and aggressive and dominant. And and there is a dark side of me, and it's like I was telling someone the other day, I was like, if you respect me and if you treat me right, I will be the best buddy you will ever meet. I will do things for you that no one else will. I will take care of you. I will be loyal. I have got your back, my friend. Like you will never see a person who will give you more respect and treat you better than I will if you treat me well. But if you fuck with me, you're going to wish you're never fucking born, because I will fuck your shit up. I will be on you. I will destroy you if you fuck with me. Okay? And that's the thing. Okay? That's what people have to read off of you. Okay? You cannot just be nice. Okay? If you're just nice and you're just kind, people will walk over you. Okay? They will destroy you. They will pick on you. They will bully you. You'll get put in the friend zone. You will get cheated on. You will get all of these bad things that happen to you, even though you're being super nice, and you feel like you don't deserve it, okay? Because you don't have that edge, because you're not capable of the violence, okay? The really powerful person is a person who is capable of the violence but chooses to operate at the higher level. If you're not capable of going down to that level, and here's the thing, guys, sometimes you're not. Sometimes there's been situations where I've done something similar as what I've described in that story, and where the person did not accept that, okay? They just wanted to go. They just wanted to fight. They just wanted to let's get some clubs and let's hit each other over the head with clubs and see who wins, okay? And when that goes down to that level, I'm ready to go down to that level. If you want to roll in the mud with me, I will roll in the mud with you. If you want to play fucking dirty, I will play dirtier than you. If you want to do, fish hooks and eye jabs, I will fish hook your ass. I will eye jab both of your fucking eyes. Okay, I will kick you in the fucking head and curb stomp your ass. All right. If you want to do that, I will do it. Okay, I don't have any problems. I don't have any guilt in doing it. Okay, I will go there and you will pay. So you got to be really careful if you're gonna fuck with me, because I will go there. All right, and that's the message that you need to be sending out, and it needs to be a true message, because you need to have the courage to go there. All right, that's the truth. All right, and that's the thing that's going to intimidate people more than anything else. Right, all the yelling, all the screaming, all the positioning and puffing yourself up, it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. What does mean shit is, like I said, having the capability of violence, being able to go there, but then choosing not to. Okay, and so Again, this message is for you guys that are really far on that nice guy spectrum. Okay, I'm going to give you some tips here, what you can do to basically get out of that, how you can change this. So tip 1 is this: I want you to think about what a lion does, and that you are a lion. I want you to envision yourself as a fucking lion. Okay, now why a lion? Because a lion is the king of the plains, okay? The king of the savannah. The lion is the fastest, most lethal creature out there, okay? No one fucks with the lion. The lion does what he wants. He's the king, okay? And so when the lion is roaming around, does he care what Mr. fucking Baboon is doing if he's laughing over there? He fucking ignores him, okay? He doesn't need to even fucking deal with him, all right? If Baboon gets too close and pokes him with a stick, watch what's gonna fucking happen to Baboon, okay? But otherwise, he doesn't have to fuck with Baboon. He doesn't have to prove anything to Baboon, okay? He just can roam around and do what he wants, okay? And he doesn't have to prove anything, okay? But if someone does happen to cross his path and they do want to challenge the king will step up and he will do that, okay? But the king doesn't have to like the lion doesn't go around and just start slaughtering everything. The lion needs to eat, and the lion fucking kills when he needs to eat. The lion has selective aggression. The lion is capable of great violence, okay? But most of the time, the lion is calm and docile and isn't being violent, okay? But the lion is ferocious. If you fuck with the lion, you're gonna get fucked up, okay? That's what I want you to think of. I want you to think of yourself as the lion, okay? The king, right? The king with the aggression underneath it. Okay, it's a very powerful combination, right? Now, the reason why that is such an important visual image to have is because if you just have the aggression, right? If you think of maybe the gorilla, okay? Maybe I think the gorilla you would think of just more as just aggressive, or a bear, right? Aggressive. Okay? He's not the king. Neither of those creatures are the king. So it's uncontrolled aggression. Okay, it's not what you want to become, all right? At the same time, you don't want to be a sheep. A sheep is not a good thing either, okay? What you want to be is the king. You want to be the lion who is capable of that violence, okay? Who has those fucking sharp claws, who can tear some shit to shreds, okay? But is also the king and doesn't need to do that, okay? And that's how you need to walk around. That's how you need to see yourself. That's how you need to act. That's going to give you the proper balance, the capability of violence, but the composure to not act on that violence unless it's necessary. The second thing that you need to do is to understand, again, that power dynamic. You cannot let people run over you. When people fuck with you, you need to directly state your boundaries and deal with it right then and there. You cannot be diplomatic in those situations. You cannot explain yourself. You cannot put out the hand of goodwill, a good gesture. You have to be there. Okay, just like I said in that story, right? I was up in that guy's face. There's a reason for that. Okay, had I just held out my hand and tried to shake his hand or apologize to him, it would have encouraged his aggression. It would encourage the bullying. It would encourage him to continue down that action, because when people sense weakness, they attack the weakness. The strong attack the weakness. Okay, this is basic human nature. This is why bullying occurs. This is why when one kid is being bullied by another kid, and another kid witnesses that, or other kids are watching that, you would think that they would go and defend the kid, right? They can outnumber the bully, right? Let's say there's one kid that's a bully, and let's say he's bullying this other kid, okay? And 5 kids walk up, all right? They could take out the bully, right? 5 other boys could take down that bully, no problem. But what do? They start bullying the kid that's being bullied. It's kind of surprising. It's like, well, kids are evil. Kids are bad. No. It's human nature. Victims get victimized. Okay, this is why on this channel I teach you the Bulldog Mindset, is because I want you to have the opposite of the victim mindset. Because if you have the victim mindset, guess what's going to fucking happen to you? You're going to get victimized. You hear about this all the time of people that have been like raped multiple times. Okay, not blaming them, but or robbed multiple times, okay? Or bad things have happened to them where they've been victimized multiple times, okay? Unrelated incidents. Why does this occur? Because once you start putting out that victim vibe, once people can sense or smell that weakness on you, Okay, that's when the hyenas come in. All right, and they come in to tear up the carcasses. All right, that's what you have to be cognizant of. You have to be aware of this. And so you cannot show weakness. First, you have to shatter their frame. Then you can do that. So number 3 would be this. Number 3 would be that once you have established your own frame, you need to reinforce that frame. And how do you reinforce that frame and protect that frame? By ignoring or making an absurdity of anyone who is opposing your frame, right? So here's a good example, right? Because a lot of you get picked on, all right, or made fun of in some way. If someone tries to make fun of you, they try to say something like, "Oh, hey, nice shirt, dipshit. Where did you get that from the Goodwill store? I think my mom donated that dress you're wearing." That's a pretty good one. Okay, what do you say in that case? Okay, there's a couple of options. One of them is not to say shit. You just ignore it. Just give them a look like they just said something stupid, like, okay, yeah, okay, nice story, bro, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, cool story, bro, whatever. You're just like, it's so ridiculous that it's not even worth your time, or you're just ignoring it, okay? That's a flat out ignoring. Another one would be to make what they sounded seem ridiculous. Like, just to be like, I remember there was one in Happy Gilmore where, if you remember Happy Gilmore, where the Dirk guy, he's like, I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. And what is Happy Gilmore's retort? He's like, you eat pieces of shit for breakfast? Right? That was his response to that. In fact, that's a great movie for seeing exactly how this works, because Happy's always able to frame control people and turn the shit around, okay? Or at least most of the time. All right, so that's another thing that you can do, is that you can make what they said absurd. But what you never want to do, especially when you're in a position of power, okay, because it's too damn nice, is to dialogue that, okay? So when someone basically comes at you with something that is counter to your frame. All right, if you want to learn about frame control, you can search some of the videos on my channel about frame control. But essentially, what you want to make sure that you protect yourself from is allowing that reality to come into your reality, okay? So a lot of, one instance would be, let's say that you're a teacher in a classroom, okay? And let's say that a student disrupts that classroom. They stand up and they start arguing about a homework assignment, or they start saying something, okay? You might feel, as the nice person that you are, that you should offer them an explanation, okay? Someone may ask you a question, and you may want to offer them an explanation. But if they're challenging your authority, or they're challenging your frame, you have to dismiss it. You have to dismiss them, and you have to just say what you've said and let it rest. You cannot offer an explanation, okay? If someone disrupts your class, if you're a teacher, you throw them the fuck out of class. You say, get out of class now. And you don't address anything. They say, hey, that's not fair. You don't address that comment. Any kind of argument they say, any counter argument, anything they say in response to that counters your narrative of you disrupted my class and you need to get the fuck out, anything they say that is counter to that, you completely ignore. You do not give it any kind of credibility at all, and you just hold to your fucking frame. Okay? That's being aggressive. That's being assertive. That's not being a nice guy. Take fucking risks. Have courage. See, the thing that nice guys don't have is courage. That's the primary thing that makes someone a nice guy. And some of it is just physical fear. But some of it is they're afraid to hurt people's feelings. People say all the time, don't give a fuck what other people think. Okay? Here, let me give you a better one to get you out of the nice guy zone. Okay? Which is this. Don't give a fuck what other people feel. Because see, that's your problem, is you're being too damn empathetic. You care too much about hurting someone else's feelings. Okay? You may go out on a date with a girl and she's going to stand you up, okay, or text you some bullshit, okay, or flake on you, and you're going to feel bad. And she's going to give you some bullshit excuse, and you're going to feel sorry for her, and you're going to be upset secretly, and you're going to wonder why you got abused, right? But would you do the same thing? No, you're going to treat her of such high value. You're always going to show up on time. You're going to pay for the dinner and pay for the fucking drinks, okay? And you're going to make sure she has a good time and make this magical evening. Fuck that. You need to have a little bit of respect for yourself, okay? You can't just be going into this whole nice guy routine, okay? You've got to stand up for yourself. You can't just allow other people to take advantage of you in that way. Okay, so that's the key. Okay, is that and the reason why that you wouldn't ever do that is because you would never want to hurt someone's feelings. You would never flake on them or not show up. Well, it doesn't mean that you have to do that, but it means that you have to be able to be capable of it, or be able to prioritize yourself first. Okay, if something comes up, if you don't feel like going out, okay, if you want to go to a different restaurant, if you want to go to a different location or meet at a different time, you fucking say it. Those are the traits that you need to develop. So why am I telling you this? Because I have a Bulldog Mindset membership. Right now, it's invite only. Okay, so that means that you can't get in right now. Okay, I only want top notch guys. I'm willing to grow this slowly to make it grow good, because I want you guys that are going to be part of this fucking army. I'm building an army, like I said. Okay, there's some dark times coming. There's some shit that's going to be coming down the pipe. All right, I can sense it. All right, and we're going to need men who know how to defend themselves and how to be the kind of men that we need to rebuild society when that time comes. Like I said, it's exclusive, it's invite only. Okay, there's an application process. You go click that, you get on the list, and then you'll get an opportunity when it opens again. If that is all that I have for you. You don't have to continue to be a nice guy. At the same time, you don't have to be an asshole. All right, guys, that's all I got. Take care.